Hello everybody, my name is Jamal W. Child. I am a medically retired Army veteran at 100%. TV show is to educate the veterans, the general public, and family members on how to navigate the Veterans Benefits Administration and Health Administration of Veterans Affairs. I'm presenting to the general public and the world. Suicide rate among veterans is national average is 21 a day. So let me break this down to y'all so y'all can have a better understanding of what we're talking about. This is coming from Jamal that been inpatient twice. The suicide rate among veterans is either 21 commit suicide every day or 20 attempt. But today, hopefully, it could be 108. That's just the average. Out of every 10 homeless people in the United States, 7 are veterans. I know y'all didn't know that. We can go any state in the United States, 7 are veterans. So that stuff is not publicized where as though we can have an understanding of what's really going on in these streets. And it ain't no good or bad neighborhoods when it comes to mental health. Ain't no good or bad neighborhoods when it comes to being dysfunctional. Ain't no good or bad neighborhoods when it comes to pain, hurt, suffering, and trauma. It has no boundaries. That stuff goes 24/7. So just because you live in a good neighborhood, we already know you might be going through something. It's saying, you know, I'm Mr. Perfect or I'm Mrs. Perfect. No, it doesn't work like that. I can't even count in the last 6 months how many people have died that I was on the phone with. They're not here no more. We have 2 phones. They're not here no more. Heart attacks, strokes, suicides, some car accidents and things, stuff like that. But a lot of them it's like they get depressed and they can't get out of their funk. You cannot go in that deep hole. That hole has a point of no return. It's like the big abyss. So if you're depressed, could you please, I'm begging y'all, go get some help from somebody. God loves you. A lot of people, y'all need to hear that, you know, if nobody else loves you, I'm letting you know God loves you. So we ain't talking about Allah. I'm not talking about Jesus. I'm not talking about Buddha. I'm just gonna use the word God. A blanket, God loves you. I gotta put that out to you because God has put me in a position to be in front of this camera to have this conversation because I've been through the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent in my life. Let me repeat that. I have been through the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent in my life. I've been in orphans court in Baltimore, Maryland. I've been in divorce court in Baltimore, Maryland. I've been in circuit court in Baltimore, Maryland. I've been in child support court in Baltimore, Maryland. I've been in traffic court in Baltimore, Maryland. I've been in district court in Baltimore, Maryland. This black guy. And if I can get through all that, that's just going to court. So I am the father of 7 kids, 4 children mothers before I even got married. So how dysfunctional do you think that was? And I have 1 child at this present time deceased. I just buried my mother a couple of months back. I can't remember the exact date, but I'll get back there. So my father's deceased, my mother's deceased, my brother's deceased, and I buried a son in 1999. And I'm gonna let y'all know something. Nothing hurts more than burying a child. I would rather for somebody to cut my leg off than me ever going through that again. But I had to realize and to say to God, you know what, I apologize because I was angry with God. Plus, I was drinking and smoking like crazy the whole time. I ain't had no treatment plan back then in 1999. My treatment plan for the mental health and physical disabilities started in 2010 when I went down at VA with Kelly. And what he said to me, he said, look, give yourself a chance. You need to stop drinking. Ladies and gentlemen, alcohol is a drug. Hey, I wouldn't use right now anyway, because they putting fentanyl in everything. So if you're gonna smoke that weed, could you please go to the dispensary and get the 3.5 and get off them streets? Because you might not come back. So we have been clean since December the 1st, 2010, and now it's 2024. I'm not perfect. I'm letting all y'all know that, but we are here for you with open hands to usher you in a better way of life. Guess what? You got to be able to accept a better way of life. Nobody can't force you. You can't take or horse to drink no water, because some of you people are so damaged and hurt, you can't repair it. Some of you people can't be coached. Some of you people can't be taught. Some of you people cannot be a person that takes guidance and direction. You want a certain tone or a certain language or a certain this, that, and third. Guess what? Mike Tyson said in his video, in his podcast, everybody got a plan until they get hit. Can you take the hits? That's true. When they throw the monkey wrench in you, can you throw it back? What is your resolve? Do you love yourself? Self-preservation come first. If you don't love yourself, it's gonna show up. So you can talk to a psychiatrist, psychologist, a therapist, all y'all that go to NAA. Let me tell y'all something right now. People don't need that anonymity broke going to them groups. You're sitting up there spilling their hearts out, and what y'all do? Y'all go on social media, such and such told me this, and such and such told me this. So you got a sponsee brother, sponsee sister, sponsee situation that are liars. Ladies and gentlemen, adults are dream killers and liars. You got to have discernment about who you're dealing with on a consistent basis, and they will take your life out here, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Heard what I said? They will take your life, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And guess what? You can pick your nose, you can pick your feet, but you can't pick your family. Why we gotta be so forgiving? I'm not perfect, but I don't need to be around toxic people and toxic situations on a consistent basis. It does nothing for me. So that's why we got Conquering the Octopus. Now, I will come back and explain what Conquering the Octopus really is. TV show is to educate the veterans, the general public, and family members on how to navigate the Veterans Benefits Administration and Health Administration of Veterans Affairs. I'm presenting to the general public and the world